Come on, you can do it, man. Come on, climb. Climb. Work those stubby muscles. Yeah, you good. Oh, no. Oh, Kirby. Okay, so here we go. Yogurt Yard. Unfortunately, Yogurt Yard is probably my least favorite level in the game. It's just a little tedious, and it's got some of the more annoying stages. So, yeah, not my favorite. Thankfully, still pretty good. Like, if the worst level in your game is Yogurt Yard, you're doing something right. So, we go down here, and we got ourselves some stone. So, there we go. Whoosh. So, we have to go down here. Whoa! That was close. No! Man. You see what was happening there? I was getting too excited. I was trying to press the B button to stop myself, and that just made things worse. What I was trying to do is to get this. Every time I play this game, nearly that exact same thing happens. I'm like, okay, I gotta make sure that I don't kill myself using stone, and it always happens. Every time. Oh, we never read, I can't lose with the sword. If they zag, I cut them. If they... There we go. We haven't read ice either. I want to read them all now, because it's been forever since I've seen most of these. I wanted to stick with needle, though. Pointy spikes. Stop. I chill you to the bone. Okay, there, Arnold. Okay, whatever. I wanted needle, so we're gonna go with needle. Honestly, needle and freeze are pretty similar ability-wise. The only difference is that needle doesn't freeze enemies; it just kills them instantly. So, I think needle has slightly more range, but doesn't freeze enemies. Is really the only difference. They're very similar. Like spark is almost the exact same thing as well. So, yeah, I did not want to go into that level. There we go. Get down the ladder. There you go, Kirby. Okay, so one of the good things about Sword is that it's like this and Hammer are the only abilities that you can... No, actually, I think that's a lie. You could probably use Parasol underwater as well. But there's only a few abilities that give Kirby more than just the spit underwater, so that's part of the reason why it's one of the better ones to like. If you're not sure what you should get, Sword's a pretty safe choice, and that's why. It's like if you run into an underwater section that you weren't expecting, you can attack a little bit more easily. That's one of the pluses of Sword. And also in later games, like you would be able to cut down, like ropes and grass and stuff like that with Sword. So who's gonna stop me? Oh man. Okay, oh yeah, we have to go up the far door in order to get Bonkers, if I remember correctly. Actually, I can never remember if we should go through the first door or the second door in this level. We might have to replay it. That would make me annoyed, but... Okay. Okay. There we go. You actually you do not have unlimited time to suck up the bosses, too, so you gotta be careful. Oh, now if I remember correctly, we gotta carry Hammer through like 2 more levels in order to get we gotta carry Hammer through like 2 more levels if we're gonna get 100%. So, or at least get 100% the most easily. So, yeah, I'm hoping I didn't miss a switch in this level. I don't think I did. Okay, good. We didn't. I think we just needed to get Hammer. And I don't want to get rid of it, because I know Yogurt Yard is the world where we've got these stupid... Where we gotta carry Hammer through, like, the entire level. No! No, get back here! No! Okay. That's actually not a huge deal, because we do unlock an arena that Bonkers lives in. I think, actually, in this world, so... It's not the end of the road, it's just, it would have been nice to not have to backtrack or do any of that, but... whatever. Oh, we probably would have had to dump them for this wheel section anyway, so... Actually, I don't think there's anything that we need wheel for in here. Ooh, that was too close. That was almost a spike sandwich. Oh yeah, we're supposed to just run across these. Okay. Okay, for a moment there, I actually thought I could go through the top of the door. Okay, good. This probably is what I was thinking of. But, yeah, like, you need to use... Like, I was probably thinking of the pegs in here, but... You can break them with the stone they give you, so it's not really a big deal. Okay, I'll take you. Oh, this room. This room, this room, this room. This room, when you're playing the game in Meta Knight mode, this is one of the hardest rooms in the game, because you can only take 3 hits as Meta Knight, and he can't slow fall with the parasol, so... And his jumps are a little bit weird, too, when you're playing as Meta Knight. Like, his jumps are kind of like... He kind of flaps his wings, so... Puffing up doesn't keep you... Like, hold on. I need to try to explain. Like, when you're puffing up, you get, like, a little kind of floatiness as Kirby, and it makes sense. Meta Knight goes up and down much more quickly because he's just flapping his wings, if that makes any sense. So, it's a little bit more difficult to try to keep away from the spikes. So that's one of the hardest rooms in the game as Meta Knight. Ah, shoot. Okay. Whatever. Invincibility frames, I don't care. Whoop. There we go. Alright. Oh, is this really it? This is all that's there to the level? Alright. Because the Meta Knight fights are usually at the end of a stage. There we go. Sorry, I didn't want to die again, so... Okay, so I guess this is one of those stages where the Meta Knight fight isn't near the end. Ow, my face! Ooh, I should have died there. I probably should have died there. I can never remember which one's Sword Knight and which one's Blade Knight. They're both... In the TV show, actually, both of them are like Meta Knight's little disciples or whatever, and they actually have a pretty sad episode, too, if I remember correctly. Okay, here we go. We have to go through this door in order to get the... I remember for some reason, like, that particular switch was hard for me, but I think what it was like, oh, I'm not sure if I should go through that door. Oh, there's a second door. This is the one I'm supposed to go to. And then I'd completely forget that the first door exists, like, every time. It was something really stupid like that. But, you know, when you're a kid, you get caught up on the easiest things, a lot of the time. Like, something that... It's strange. Like, if you give a controller to a young kid, sometimes, you know, they'll get caught up on stuff that older people will be like, yeah, that's obvious. But there are some times when you give a controller to the kid, and then they think of something that you would have never thought to do before, or they'll find something you never found before, and it just kind of goes to show that... now I gotta fight frickin' bonkers again, damn it. Anyway. It goes to show that kids necessarily aren't dumber. Like, kids aren't dumb. They're actually pretty smart. They just think differently than adults do. I find that different method of thinking really interesting. Okay, so here we go. This is probably my least favorite part of the game right here. Oh, wait, no. It's level 6 in Yogurt Yard that we have to carry this stupid hammer through, so... Now we're stuck carrying it through another level. Which means we're probably... Yep, we're gonna have to go and fight Bonkers again. Boy. Whatever. At least we... okay. So here's what has to happen for this section. I need to not kill this fire guy, whose name I don't remember. Break these blocks with high jump. And now that we've got fire, we need to light the fuse and get in. It's actually pretty tight. Most of the fuse puzzles in later Kirby games are actually pretty easy. You've got more than enough time. But Kirby's Adventure, most of them are actually pretty tight. And there's one in particular towards the end of the game that I'm just going to skip outright because all it gives you is extra lives. And I swear, getting that fuse, getting in the cannon by the time the fuse is lit is practically impossible. I swear. I swear. So, yeah, we're gonna be skipping that one. Oh, I'm at full health. I don't even need to get the tomato. Cool. I love the warp star. Like, I know that it's basically just like, okay, we're gonna transition to a level, even though it doesn't do anything different than a door. It's just, oh, I never checked. Fire, hot, so hot, too hot to touch. I'm too hot to touch. Sorry, that was my, I think, Fry guy from Mario Advance was his name. Anyway, what was I gonna say? I completely forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, the Warp Star. Functionally, it's no different than any other door, but it just looks cool, and I enjoy it. Okay. I actually... Oh, this room's pointless. Okay. Whoosh. Burning is so much fun. It's just such a cool power-up. There we go. Okay. For some reason, this is probably the minigame where with the timing I'm the least consistent with, but, like, when you compare it to, say, the 3D... Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, boy. I should have gotten... There... My not thinking has gotten me into trouble again. The only way out of this area is to either beat the level or to get a game over, and I've got 25 lives. Okay, jerk. But there is actually a way we can get out of this without having to backtrack. Yes, I did it! Okay. That's actually a pretty tough trick. Let me explain what went on there. So, when you combine two enemies together, you're supposed to get a random result. But if you suck up those two wheelies and you press the confirm button on the first possible frame, you'll always get hammer. So, I'm really glad that I did this, because that means that A, we don't have to fight bonkers again, and B, we don't have to play this level again, assuming I don't suck. Like that. So, yeah, I'm really glad I came into this level with full health, because if you lose a life in this level, you lose hammer, you can't get it back in this stage. And hammer is also the only way to get one of the switches in this level. So, yeah, this is like the only level in the game where they do that to you, and it's frustrating. It's irritating when it's like the only instance, you know? Like, again, I bring this up when I'm talking about games like Banjo-Tooie in particular, but if the game's designed around backtracking and you have to take new abilities into old levels, that's fine. If you make it convenient and fun and, like, you have to think, oh, I have to come back with this ability, like, I'm 100% okay with it. But if there's just, like, one instance where you have to backtrack for a power-up, backtrack with the power-up, and the rest of the game is designed to not really make you do that, then that frustrates me. So again, this is, like, my least favorite level in the game, but thankfully it's, like, the only instance in the game where they do that. The rest of it, like, either you don't need a power-up to get the switch, or the power-up's in the level and right nearby, or whatever, so... Like, 99% of the time they're great about it. It's just this one room that's the bane of my existence every time I play the game. And, like, I just kind of rage quit a couple of playthroughs just because, like, I lose the hammer power-up in the wheelie room, or to, like, something stupid like the stones in the room after that. And it's just like, ugh, I don't want to go fight bonkers again, and then I just rage quit. So, yeah. Oh, we don't have an ability for... We don't have an ability for Heavy Mole. I'd really like to have one. Is there a museum in this level? There should be. I thought that there was one in every level. Oh, here it is. I'm just being dumb. Okay. Who would be better for this? Tornado, probably. Trying to fight Heavy Mole with Stone would be a nightmare. Because actually, I think Stone would probably break the blocks. Now that I'm thinking about it. And you'd fall through the ground and die if you tried to do Heavy Mole with Stone. Okay. Here's Heavy Mole. This is probably one of the... Well, shoot. Okay. I guess there are other ways to do this, though. Like, I actually didn't know this until I watched, like, a playthrough. If you suck up in... Oh, crap. No, I got the wrong one. Wake up, 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 wake up. Come on. Oh, I'm not dead. Awesome. Okay. If you suck up and swallow his different missiles, you can get different things. Like, this gives you hammer. Like, I never thought to suck up... Like, when I was in bosses before, either I had a power-up, so I was using the power-up, or it's just like, okay, I lost my power-up. Time to start spitting out projectiles. I never thought to swallow the projectiles bosses gave you before. So, yeah, that made, like, when I discovered that, like, this isn't something I found out until I was looking up speedruns of the game, like, a year or two ago. So, when I found that out, again, it just, like, blew my mind that you could get hammer in the Heavy Mole boss fight.